Okay, good morning everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay. In a little better mood today. I do have to say I think the channel is taking a definite direction. Whatever. If you see it, the video, and you like it, please hit the like button. I don't know. Something's going on with my views and my the way it's posting my video. Everything is something smells rotten in the state of Denmark. So I was just going to talk today about we've talked about dual citizenship, and I wanted to explain what how significant it is in America. Less than 2% of the American population is Jewish. Okay, yeah, they make up at least 50% of all campaign donations come from Jewish people. Okay, I mean, I'm not hating on Jewish people. I'm just reporting it the way it is. Zionism is not a religious, it's a political philosophy. So you can be an anti-Zionist, and that doesn't make you, a bigot or anything like that. It's no different than being like anti-Democrat or anti-Republican. It's just the way of being. Okay, so just going to tell you some of the dual citizenship Israeli Americans that it was. We had Rahm Emanuel, who he's the mayor of Chicago. Just look at Chicago. It's a fucking mess. Murder, it's ridiculous. Chicago and Detroit, it's ridiculous. Anyway, Rahm Emanuel, he served in the Israeli army. He was the White House chief of staff for Obama. His father was in, have you ever heard of the Irgun, or a terror group that helped in Israel's first days? They were rough. David Axelrod, he orchestrated both of Obama's campaigns. Now, these people, a lot of these names you may have never heard. Of course, you've heard of Soros. That was Obama's, before the name Soros was as known as it is today. He was known as Obama's, the main funder of Obama's campaigns. Henry Kissinger, who's been just ridiculous. He's been an integral part of leading the world for decades, and he is a fucking piece of crap. Okay. Tim Geithner, Larry Summers, the budget director for Obama was a guy named Peter Orszag. He was advising the Russian treasury when Russia was giving away land to Zionists. And he also advised the Icelandic banks until the crash, and then they jailed all the bankers. Somehow he escaped, though. You have the Federal Reserve. If you look into the Federal Reserve and really find out, that's where all of America's money comes from. It's so fucking stupid, man. The Federal Reserve is, if you don't know about it, we'll do a video about it. But like the last three heads of the Federal Reserve, you had Alan Greenspan, Ben Bernanke, and Janet Yellen, all beholden to Israel. IMF, the World Bank, and the Euro Bank. Cass Sunstein, he said that conspiracy theorists should be banned for expressing their theories, or better yet, taxed. Take some shekels from them. 9/11, surely to God, you realize 9/11, the official story is bullshit. And, Lucky Larry, Larry Silverstein, just a few weeks before it happened, he bought the lease for the, World Trade Center. Louis Eisenberg. He was the head of the Port Authority. George Tenet, his Zionist. He was the lead investigator in 9/11. The Patriot Act was written by Michael Chertoff, and of course since it was ready to roll on 9/12, it was written way before we were attacked. His mother was in Mossad, and he went on to become the head of Homeland Security. Michael Chertoff, he's a piece of shit. That Vegas thing, man, he's tied in with that too. Well, of course, but wait and see. Dov Zakheim, he was the comptroller who the day before, on 9/10, what was it, Cheney, that stood up and was talking about all the money that was missing, trillions of dollars. The 9/11 report was written and overseen by Philip Zelikow. This bad guy. Neocons that worked for Bush. Man, this is some shit that scares me. Okay, we'll get to it. Richard Pearl, Bill Kristol, John Bolton, big time Zionist. Israel somehow has the second biggest F-16 fleet in the world, and they're just a tiny country. How? Dov Zakheim scrapped a bunch of U.S. planes, so they were obsolete, no good, whatever, so they could be sold to Israel basically for a song. Israel gets about $3 billion in direct foreign assistance every year from the United States. Roughly 1/5 of our entire foreign aid budget goes to Israel. I want you to think of the poor countries around the world, people starving and shit. And we're giving a fifth. If it was $100, 20 of it goes to Israel, and you got the rest of the world. It just doesn't make sense to me. In per capita terms, it comes to about $500 a year per each Israel. It's like handing each Israeli citizen a check for $500 every year. It's now a wealthy industrial state whose per capita income is equal to South Korea and Spain. Okay, they don't need our fucking help. We have people think globally, act locally. Man, we have people starving to death in the United States. We have people homeless in the United States. What the fuck are we doing? And I know it doesn't have to be about money anyway, but this is just crazy. Like I said, Jewish people make up less than 2% of the population, but account for 50% of all campaign contributions. That stat comes from Alan Hart. Mordecai Vanunu, 18 years he spent in prison for letting the world know, leaking the information that Israel has nukes. LA Times op-ed guy, Joel Stein. Americans who don't think Jews run Hollywood are just plain dumb. I had to scour the trades to come up with 6 Gentiles in high positions at entertainment companies. But, lo and behold, even one of those 6 was a Jew. AMC president Charles Collier. As a proud Jew, I want America to know of our accomplishment. Yes, we control Hollywood. You know how influential Hollywood... Yeah, of course you do. Think of the influence Hollywood has. I mean, all it does... A movie comes out and just on a small level. Let's say there's an article of clothing or a haircut or something that's cool. Kids are going to pick it up. Okay? It's just all there is to it. It's influential music over everything, man. It's run by... And there's nothing wrong with it being run by a bunch of Jews, unless they're using it. It's all for Israel. Fuck America. And if you haven't realized that yet, all these wars we fight for Israel. Okay, I'm assuming how you pronounce this guy's name. Shahar Ilan, daily features editor for Haaretz. The Jews do control American media. This is very clear, and claiming otherwise is an insult to common knowledge. Okay? Why? If Jews make up less than 2%, I'm going to find out the exact number, but if Jews make up less than 2% of our population, how are there so many Jews at the highest levels of governance? If not in elected position, they're the advisors, and they do what the advisors say, man. AIPAC? You think there's anything more influential than AIPAC? There is. It's the most... I'm hoping that the people who are watching this know all this already, because what I'm looking for is help and more answers. I've asked my girlfriend a dozen times and she won't do it. I would love for someone to... I need help with the channel. I'm going to keep doing the channel, whether it's just me or, if anyone's interested in helping, drop a note. We can Skype, we can whatever. I'm down. We're going to talk about the Balfour Declaration soon. It's what created Israel and dragged America into World War II. I was thinking this morning, you all heard saying, the enemy of my enemies is my friend. And there's also judge a man by his enemies. There's also judge a man by his friends. So I Googled judge a man by his friends and found a good paper on ethics. I'll try to link it. The reason being, okay, here's the main thing about it as far as where I'm, 9/11 is the key to everything. 9/11 truth, man. Truth. Even if you have to hit people over the head with it, changes the world. And we have to dispatch the people who did 9/11. We got to get the truth about that. And that's what worries me, man. I like Trump. I like his tweets. I think he's funny. I like his speeches. He's saying all the right things. I can't help but like him. But Jesus Christ, man, you got Rudy Giuliani. And, Rudy Giuliani there working right with you. And John Bolton. What? I want America to do great, and I want Trump to be the real thing. But Rudy Giuliani was integral in covering up 9/11. And you need to know that. If you don't know that, go watch the James Corbett video. I think it was called Usual Suspects. He made like 7 videos last year on the anniversary of 9/11 about people that were involved in 9/11. And one of the videos is about Rudy Giuliani, and I will link it. What the fuck, man? John Bolton now? He is a hawk. I don't know. I think you see the direction this channel's heading. I hope that you're okay with it and like it. Hopefully YouTube will start treating me fairly. I'm not fucking whine. I mean, there's only like 40 of us, so it's not. But I think I want the same treatment everyone else gets. I think. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Hope everybody has a great day. You guys take care. Love you. Drop a note, like the video, subscribe. Like I said, man, I will take help. I am looking for help. You guys be good. Take care.